So I'm talking about bamboo and cleansing grains, the bamboo foaming cleanser, and the oatmeal and rice cleansing grains. And I know that there are two types of fermented bamboo in the bamboo foaming cleanser. And from what I think I know or remember, when I've used fermented things previously, it's something that my body can take in a lot easier. 3 hours of sleep. Oh, Quinn, an awful lot of caffeine. An awful lot of caffeine. This has two types of fermented bamboo, and it foams with a low pH. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for being with us. I hope you had a good Friday. Thank you for being here. A low pH. And so I'm one of those people that used to try and get things really squeaky clean, and then of course my poor face would overcompensate and say, not so fast, kid, not so fast. So this is really nice in terms of balancing my skin, leaving it clean, but yet it doesn't feel dry, it feels moisturized. And I think this also works on, I'm keeping track on certain spots that are darker because of the sun, and I think that this helps reduce the dark spots, fades them a bit. So I think I'm noticing that. And Darcy reorganized a guest room. It's a disaster. Darcy, more things in common. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I did something similar. Ran. I'm peeking at the comments for 1 second. Treadmill. Marissa, you were on the treadmill for 10 minutes? Awesome. All right, so this cleans beautifully. I'll tell you about how I use it in a moment. Leaves my skin really balanced, doesn't dry it out. And I think that it's helping with some spots that I'm keeping track of. This one will never go. It's different than this type of a spot over here. And so I think it's fading that. And now the oatmeal and rice cleansing grains. This gives gentle exfoliation, which is really nice. It brightens the skin. And it also is low in pH. Again, another reason I think my T-zone is so happy. So it doesn't get in the way of your skin's natural barrier. And it soothes redness. I think this and do I have any out here? Or do I have it? This is me being very careful of all these wonderful things. The strawberry toner, these two I think are doing a lot for reducing redness, as is some other serums. I digress, which I do whenever I have all of these things in front of me. Don't look. Just don't look. All right. So the oatmeal and rice has colloidal oats, which I think just means that they're ground really fine. And it's a really nice cleanser by itself. It cleanses really nicely. I want to tell you how I use these products. So let's see. We talked about pH. When I'm using the cleansing grains, and I talked last night about how I might use them just around here whenever I'm using the strawberry cocktail exfoliating toner, because sometimes I have this bad habit of just coming down too far on my mouth. I'll learn. I have a big mouth. I will learn. So what I've been doing is just exfoliating around here with the grains and then using this. But when I'm using the grains on my face, the first thing that I usually do is wash my hands to get them nice and clean, because I've been playing with the dog or with the cat or both of them. And I use the grains on a dry face, and I put a little bit, I don't even use this much. This is 1/8 of a teaspoon. I don't even use this much. Not quite. And my hands are wet, and I put in the grains, and then I rub my hands together. And then I have a very nice, comfortable lather, and it doesn't feel grainy at all. It's a very nice, smooth lather. Let's see if I can just show you a little bit. how are we going to do this without losing this beautiful stuff? So I don't know if this is going to show at all, but it's so finely milled that didn't show at all. You can't see. It's really finely milled. Okay, so rub it together, and then I'm cleaning my face. And I'm one of those people that oftentimes starts here, and I'm just using them. And I leave it on for a little bit. I don't just wash my face and then immediately rinse it off. Maybe I'm supposed to, but I don't. I leave it on for a little bit before I rinse my face. And then I rinse my face. And I was debating if I was going to tell you about this, but I think I will anyway. Aside from my face, I also use the grains to exfoliate the back of my hands. And so it's almost like a hand mask. And so I'll get that on my hands. And sometimes when I have leftover from my face, and if I have a little bit, I'll just put it on the back of my hands, leave it on there for a little bit as well. And then I'll rinse it off, and then I'll use something like rose or something to just really add a lot of moisture. I'm one of those people that doesn't just have dry hands in the summer. In the winter. I also have them in the summer because I'm constantly washing my hands. And I think it's just because I get to play more. My hands get dirty. Okay, so that's how I use the grains. To me, they don't have a scent. Nope. I love these. And so I may use them by themselves, or if I'm using the Strawberry Cocktail Exfoliating Toner, then I'll use this everywhere and then just this around my mouth. And I'll now move on to the Bamboo Foaming Cleanser. Oh, I love this stuff. So if my face, I use this in different ways. If I leave this on for a while, which I don't know why I like doing it. I like how my skin feels when I leave this on for a while. So I might leave this on for a while. I actually do that a lot. And then I will use the bamboo on top of it and then rinse everything off together. There are times where I've actually mixed these together in my hand, but lately if I'm using them together, this is going on first and staying, and then I'm adding this. So if I haven't used the grains, again, I'm washing my hands before I wash my face. I don't know, I'm worried about contaminating things, opening things with all the dog stuff and animals outside and stuff like that. Wet my hands. Again, I'm using a really small amount, again, not this much even, and putting it in my hands, and I'm lathering the bamboo foaming cleanser in my hands. This stuff foams. Maybe it's because I grew up with things that foam. I love it. I love the foam. I love how it feels on my face, and I love how it feels when I'm washing my face to have that foam, and I always end up with this nice little white nose. But I love it, and so I wash. I have that on, and this stuff rinses clean, as do the grains. So I'm washing everywhere, and I'm finding that I'm paying better attention to actually washing my eyebrows as well, and this area when I'm using the grains. And I think that's one of the things that's helping with the dry patches that I was getting up here. And I'm careful when I'm washing around my eyes too, and so I'm really paying attention to the areas where I can get or had been really dry. And then I'm rinsing this off. And let's see. Wait, did you explain what you mix with those grains? So what I do is, yes, oftentimes I use these two together quite regularly, whether it's part or in total. And so there are times where I'll have this on my face, and then I'll add the bamboo and then add that on top. There are times where I will have a little bit of the grains in my hand, and then I will still get them with a little bit of water, but then I'll put in the bamboo too, and I'll just make a foamy deliciousness of bamboo and grains and rub that together on my face. It depends. And sometimes when I'm in a hurry I might do these together. Sometimes I just really like having this on by itself just a little bit longer. And I don't know, it feels as though it moisturizes, and it's really hard for me to get my head around oatmeal as a moisturizer. But I think that it moisturizes. I think it also helps with redness, but I don't know how, but I think it does because of how I don't have the redness at all. And I was in the sun today. I don't have the redness that I had before I started using these. So that is how I use these guys. I might use them separately. I might use this after the gym, and so I might do peppermint water and this. I'm washing my face more than I did. Oh, Gretchen's so sweet. That's just sweet. Thank you, Gretchen. I wash my face more than I used to previously. I'm not as afraid of creating more oil, and so now that I'm starting to work out more, I get to do Zumba at the shore in Jersey tomorrow outside with these incredible women and just move, and I'm excited about that. And I know that there's a sink and there are nice clean bathrooms down there, and I'm taking some of my stuff with me so that after I can wash my face, use my dry shampoo, my bamboo dry shampoo. It is bamboo, isn't it? Let's double check before, just what the heck am I saying here? It is. I was just nervous about that. I'll be taking these with me just because they rinse off really quickly, and I'll wash my face before I go down there. I'll wash my face after. And I haven't been able to wash my face so many times before. I really would create too much oil. Natalie, I'm so glad you're here. Natalie, I was late. You're on time. I was late. I went live on my own channel and just started talking about the foaming cleanser and the grains to family members out of state, to former students. These things happen. I'm going on a little bit of sleep. Do you have any questions about these? Or do you, I don't know if we have anyone who's here who's tried. If we have any of the other Summer Box reviewers. Yeah, it's one of those days where if I should be doing this, I'm over here doing that. I love the grains. I love the grains. I'm tempted now to try them on my elbows as well. I love how they work. I'm surprised that they have that nice little bit of foam. I love the gentle slip that they have when I'm using them. And I like just letting them sit on my face for a little bit. I feel that I get more of a benefit from them when I'm not so quick to rinse them off. But I love being able to use them with the bamboo foaming cleanser. I think one of the things I like about the Summer Box is not only it has everything I need for my skin type, which used to be oily in the T-zone, dry, really dry patches here on my cheeks, my eyes, above my eyebrows, larger pores here, and then acne around here. For me, I put Natalie's asking how I use the grains. It is like a powder. So I showed it a little earlier, and I'm going to happily do that again. So I'm not sure how well this will show up, but the grains are like a powder. And so what I do is I wet my hands, both of my hands. I wash them first. I wet my hands, and then I will put the grains in my hands, and I've gotten really good at measuring out just the amount I need. I do not need this much at all. And then I'm rubbing my hands together, and I get this very gentle lather with, a little bit of bubble in it, just really nice, pleasant lather. And then I'm washing my face. I'm, spending a little bit of extra time in certain areas where I tend to need it. And it's incredibly powdery. It's very light, pleasant powder. And when I rub my hands together, I feel it, but it doesn't feel grainy at all. It's a silky powder, and I'm trying to equate that with something I would use in the kitchen, and I just can't come up with anything that's quite as as finely milled as it is. It's just delightful, and it is something I just let sit on my face for a little bit before I either repeat and lather up the bamboo and then wash my face, or if I rinse it off and then either use the bamboo, or depending on what happens next. But usually I'm using the grains with the bamboo, and then I oftentimes will just use them together, where I'll take my wet hands and I'll put both in my palm and just rub them together. It's the bamboo grains are a light foam. Let's see if I take my drinking water after I have a sip. Let's see if I can, Gretchen, almost like cornstarch, but not. It's to me, cornstarch is something fun to play with because it has that not crunch. I don't quite know what the word is. These don't have that for me. This is something different. So let's see. Let's just see what I can do here. I'm getting my hands a little wet. It's going to be what I do after this, after I've done this, and I just have this beautiful little foam. That's when we're going to have to see just what the heck I do. So my hand, nice and wet, and putting in, how can we have you see? You can kind of see. Okay, too much, so I don't need that much. And then, trying not to make a paste. And it's this just, I should have it on my face. I have an awful lot here. I don't use that much when I'm using it on my face. You know what? We've still got 4 minutes. And so, I might start there. Work my way around. I'm going to turn my face red just because whenever I do anything, it turns red. I would have it a little foamier than it is right now. See that? That's so odd to me because it's so smooth. I don't know, it's not a lotion smooth, but it almost is. And it's so funny because when you feel the grains, I mean, you feel them, but it's just not gritty. There's no grit. Yeah, this is the problem I have. I really love how my face feels. My husband had an award ceremony the other day, and he was stuck in the car for over an hour listening to me talk about everything I love about Sabbatical Beauty and what my face looks like. But in my defense, I was going out to a public function for the first time without makeup and feeling really good. And so I'll just let that sit for a while. And it's really comfortable. No tingling, no stinging of any kind. Right now there's a bit of breeze coming from the AC, and so I feel that on my face, and it just feels kind of nice and pleasant because it's wet. And again, what I love about this, and I think why I enjoy leaving it on my face for a little bit, is when I take it off, I feel clean, but I don't have that really dry feeling. I'm someone who grew up with Physoderm and Stridex and Sea Breeze and astringents that just would leave me, really oily 10 minutes later when my skin was going, what have you done? This, when I take this off, my skin's going to be incredibly comfortable and happy. Here's just what we'll do. We'll put some of let's see if I can do this to take it off. I don't know how well this is going to work. So you all are an amazing community, and you taught me about rounds so I don't have to throw them out, and I can just use them. Liz, I'm so happy you're here. I think I should change jobs given how much I can't see. I want that comment back. I think it was Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Change jobs given how much I talk about. Yeah, see, I'm the same way, Natalie. I love Sabbatical Beauty. It makes me happy. And there's Helen. So I'm just going to use this. This is not what I would normally do. I'd normally be rinsing. And again, when I'm taking this off, there's no grit. There's nothing. Oh, there's that smooth. That's the reason I like leaving it on a little bit for me. instead of just taking it directly off. There's something, maybe it's the colloidal, the finely milled oats or something that my face is responding really well to. It makes my face happy, and I think that it has something to do with lessening the redness, and it leaves me feeling really moisturized, clean and moisturized. Yeah, and it was just, I mean, I had acne, and I was doing everything I thought I was supposed to be doing to clean it. I mean, to take care of it. And there I have happy, happy, happy skin. That feeling, just that little bit, it increases the smoothness. It's still damp from me wiping it off, but you know how when you sometimes wash and you move your face around and you have that tight, taut feeling? Nothing in the Summer Box does that for me. And I was worried that the strawberry exfoliating toner was going to do that, and I got comfortable with it really quickly. I was surprised. For me, it was just a tingling type of sensation. Other people felt warmer sensations, and my skin got really comfortable and said, "Come on, you're part of the family," really quickly. Let me put my glasses back on. Yeah, that chemical stuff was nasty. Well, let's see. While we're here, I don't have everything, but I might put on a little bit of my coconut. Do you have any questions for me about, the grains are amazing. It's like, where's this been? That will be a regular for me. And the bamboo foaming cleanser, regular. Can't have back. I'll wait just a little longer to see if anyone has any questions. I'm putting on coconut. You know, you can't just have all your goodies here. I have things because I never know when it's coconut serum's coming on next. You never know just what you might want to talk about. Got about 4 drops. And that smell. I'm ready for the weekend. And the bamboo, you should smell this. I think everyone's telling me that this is what bamboo, I don't know that in some way it's a bamboo scent, but the bamboo here that I know doesn't quite smell this good. It's so fresh and so clean, just like the strawberry and the coconut, the grains. So let me just see, there's a question from Natalie. The grains then are cleanser. Yes, so the grains, to me, the way that I look at it, and I'm not sure if that's how it's intended, the grains are definitely cleansing grains, but they're those, you know, it's cleansing grains, and it's a very light, gentle exfoliant, which I love. And so, you know, sometimes by themselves, sometimes this, rinse, then this, sometimes this, let it sit for a while, then I add this, and then sometimes these guys just go together. There are times when these things go together, and then the coconut serum. Red wine has started traveling with me too. I wasn't going to be taking that places, but that's been going to the gym for after Zumba too. After working out, sometimes if I can't wash, it's the peppermint toner and coconut. But tomorrow I get to do Zumba at the beach, and I'm really thinking, you know, I'm going to be really sweaty, and it's going to be hot in the morning, and there's a nice, wonderful, clean bathroom, and it's got these gorgeous sinks, and if I'm not in anybody's way, I'm always that person that doesn't want to be in someone's way, but I'm down there pretty early in the morning. I might just take down part of my routine and do it at the beach. Odd things make me happy. So yeah, the cleanser, just peeking if there are any other. Do you double cleanse with the grains? I do double cleanse with the grains, Natalie, and triple cleanse, but with the grains, I'm only using them once at a time. So I may use, I may use the grains. I may use the peppermint water. I may start with the peppermint water. Most people will use this after the bamboo. For whatever reason, I'm often using it before getting off sunscreen or other things that I might have. And so I'm oftentimes using this first. Then I might use the cleansing grains and then bamboo. And the peppermint water, what the heck is on my finger? Ink from writing notes. This pen, this is just say squirrel to me. I love these, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, so these are my 3 cleansers from the summer box. So the cleansing grains, the peppermint water, and then the bamboo foaming cleanser. Let's see. How would okay, so I have, Marie, I have incredibly sensitive cheeks, which is maybe why the dry patches were there, because I was afraid to do anything. Dry patches to the point where I put on sunscreen, it would get stuck and be really white and patchy there. It couldn't even get into my skin. So the grains have worked incredibly well. And I'm also one of those people, I'm really worried about capillaries, and I didn't know what I was doing by washing my face in hot water in a shower and how that wasn't helping the situation. So I've stopped that. You know, I'm keeping my face out of the hot water when I'm in the shower. But my face has been really happy with the grains. And maybe it's because there's moisturizing property and because they're so finely milled. It's not... I almost feel that using a flannel, a washcloth or something, I feel that to be more abrasive than I do the cleansing grains. But maybe I just don't have very good washcloths. Sensitive cheeks, coconut, Zumba, Adeline, thank you so much. I will be at Belmar tomorrow. I'll be down at 2nd if anyone wants to come join us. We'll be doing Zumba at 8:30, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. They are incredible markers, Alan. I don't want to go off. Dana, hi, I'm so glad you're here. I want to be cognizant of time, and I've run over, so here's what I'll do. Just thank you for being here so much. If you're watching on the replay, or if you're here, if you have questions later that you want to ask, please ask them. I will find them and I will answer them. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. Please subscribe and like us. We have a lot of other really good videos coming. If you join our Facebook group, you could be a part of this awesome conversation. It's a beautiful, wonderful community. Love to have you here. Have an awesome weekend, everyone. I'll just leave for now, say goodbye. Thanks for hanging out on a Friday night. You guys rock. All right. Bye for now.